Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto and welcome to your daily update right here on Ethereum. We're going to do a full update on Ethereum over the course of the last, or what happened over the course of the last 24 hours, which is, well, first of all, a lot of volatility and instability, I would say as well, at least on the lower time frames. And we will talk about the lower time frames. I think that there's value in that to actually show you the current market circumstances and show you what you should be prepared for in a sense. But I must say as well that the main, the main thoughts I've had about XRP, about Ethereum for the last week and a half already since that crash, is that Ethereum is actually on the higher time frames quite stable around $4,000. You can see right now the monthly point of control, the MPOC right here is at 3,950. So in the last month, that is the area where most of the volume has been traded. And you can see that the price is moving around that level quite often right here. It's attracted by that level, and it's holding around that level, and there's no excessive selling going on. There's no real, like, we still have strong support right here at 3,650. We still have strong support at 3,550. We've had some news and we've had some Bitcoin moves, I would argue, over the course of the last week and a half that would actually warrant Ethereum to push down into that, but that's not happening. That's a good sign, all right? That means that selling, at least for now, is relatively exhausted, so that's good to see. And then on the other hand, like, there's also not excessive momentum to the upside. All right, we hit the value area high here at 4,100 a couple of times, that area, and we've rejected very strongly from that. So on both sides, on the higher time frames, we are seeing signs of stability. All right, strong rejections from resistance, but also strong reactions to support. And support being front ran. And that's also what we spoke about yesterday. I mean, yesterday I said, it actually looks short term a little bit more likely we'll pull down into that level at 3,800, which you can see on the lower time frames. Like, we still have a naked point of control right here at 3,780. We still have a fair value gap right here at 3,810. And then when you talk about yesterday, I mean, yesterday, look at this abomination of a move we had. We actually had a pretty bullish start of the US session, right? But that instantly reversed right here. And that's, I think, a sign of the times right now regarding the financial markets. The general financial markets are quite stable, quite steady. But of course, over the course of the last week, the volatility index has been quite high. Gold has been rallying, made new highs. And I still think, regardless of what we're talking about Ethereum right here, I still think that something fundamentally has been broken in crypto since the major crash we had Friday a week and a half ago. And it very much seems that any momentum that is shown in the markets right now, not only for Bitcoin, Ethereum, but also for altcoins, is used by entities that, potentially got into problems to sell off some of their holdings. And that's holding back the markets for now. Some altcoins are really suffering because of that. I would say Ethereum is holding on fine. But the thing is that a reason like that, that fundamentally, that idea of the market being broken, the strong selling and not being able to get towards stronger resistance levels at 4,130 and 4,200, right? We're also front running resistance, makes it more likely, in my opinion, that we will just stay in this consolidation. And part of being into a consolidation is also that we will fill those levels to the downside. So I would say, in general, the area where I expect Ethereum to be stuck in between for now is between 4,200 and, let's say 3,600. I would say short term, it is a little bit more likely that we will test those levels here to the downside. Test those levels to the downside between 3,800, 3,750. Find support there, bounce back up towards that point of control right here around 4,000, and then from there, this is all very, lower time frame work. So from there, get a resistance, bounce back up to the value area high, until at some point of time we're going to get some sort of a fundamental breakthrough, and then we can break out of this this bigger range right here, right? And that is what we are waiting for. And until then, we will just remain relatively stable. So those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know about Ethereum for now still. If anything major fundamentals happens, look, I'll be the first to tell you, but for now, that's not the case. So thank you for watching, and we'll keep you updated on this. But for now, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and bye.